Hiya guys, a bit of hot topic at the moment. Hyperinflation, bugging out or bugging in. For those of you living out in the sticks, you're already in the best location. The least people you got around you, the better, unless they're part of your circle. For those of you in the city, oh dear. I say this with seriousness. We've already seen looting in London. Fortunately for us, in Wales, we're quite far removed out in the sticks, the countryside, from the major cities apart from Cardiff. If you haven't seen the videos on YouTube last week or the week before, was looting in London. Unheard of. We had the riots 10 years ago in London over an incident, but now randomised looting. Swarms of youths storming shops, looting them and selling off the proceeds. No jobs, high inflation, low income, and like all places, is the cities that are hit first. If you got the means, move. Get out of the cities, move to the countryside, move to the sticks. Get to know your neighbours. And start prepping, because Russia now has officially switched off the gas, which means once the UK supplies have run out, what's left is electricity, and that's going to go up, because most of the power stations still in the UK, or we got 3 or 4 main nuclear reactors. Most are coal powered. Where does the coal come from? China or Russia? All the British coal fields were shut down back in the 80s. Tower Colliery being the last one, I believe, in Wales about 10 years ago, which is now an open castle drift mine. So if I was you guys, but serious aside, a lot of people who watch these channels are preppers into bug out shit. It's the fan, hunting, survival. If you're in a city, move, because as this thing continues, and it will continue, if you're in places like London, get up to Yorkshire, get up to Scotland. The further north you can get, the better. Christ, if I could get there, I'd be out the Hebrides right now. If I had the money and means to do it, I'd be out in there, way out in the sticks. Make good friends with a circle, same interests, and share your knowledge. This is something which isn't being covered by mainstream media, and it won't be covered, because they don't want to admit that all the world leaders are fucked up. Stock up on rice, dried beans, beans, peas, butter beans, haricot beans, black eyed peas, dried products, long-term products, bacon grill, spam, corned beef. Things with a long shelf life, stack up on it. You haven't got to go crazy. Get a couple extra tins a week. You want in your larder at least a week's food per person stored, and enough water. Average person will consume a gallon a day. If you take into account of flushing the toilet, having a bath, shower, you increase that to several gallons a day. So you want at least a gallon a day stored for each person. So you want to be keeping at least 14 gallons of water in your shed, garage, attic, basement. Because all the pumps and everything are driven by electricity. All the hydrogenerating dams need water to drive the hydrogeneration. Majority of power stations are either coal, gas or nuclear powered. Nuclear power is not a problem. Our coal, etc., comes from China, Russia. They stop supplying coal, we've got no power. Electricity ends. Gas comes from Russia. They switch off the taps. Only what we got in reserve is what's being used. Once the gas runs out, that's your gas central heating, gone. So think of these things. Seriously think about getting solar panels fitted. If you've got a stream in your garden or a river, get a small hydro turbine fitted. If you live on top of a mountain, Get a wind turbine fitted on top of your house or in your garden. It isn't going to be massive, because you can have several batteries storing energy for you for use. If you take your fridge freezer for keeping your food stored as your baseline, the more economic the fridge freezer, the better. So if you want to sell your 20-year-old Zanussi now and buy a brand new fridge freezer tomorrow, the most energy efficient you can get your hands on, get one, because bills are only going to get higher. See, just what see here, pipes coming over my attic. Last month I had the entire central heating system ripped out, which was an old back boiler system, and a complete new combi boiler system, the latest, put in. I'm already seeing savings of 35 to 40% on energy, switching from an old-fashioned back boiler to a modern-day combi boiler system. Something like that is going to save you a fortune. Cooking implementation. If you're on the verge of changing your cooker, your stove, if you're in America, go electric. Seriously, go electric. You can use solar power energy, you can use a generator, you can use a wind turbine, water turbine, multiple means, all plugged in through the same battery system to give yourself electricity. Once the gas is gone, the gas is gone. Yes, Britain's got its own North Sea oil fields, America's got dwindling gas supplies, Russia's turning off the taps, China's supplying the coal. Talk about feeding your enemy by buying the fuel in the system that is against the system. Doesn't make sense. So yeah, start looking at alternatives for power supplies. They will come in useful, they will come in handy. I'm a recent prepper in the last 2 to 3 years. So I basically got crossbows and archery and things. Police at the moment are reluctant to issue any new firearm certificates because of the current global climate. UK is extremely strict restrictions. You can have lockable windows, doors, alarm systems, different safes in each room, clean track record. Can't even have so much as a fine for assault or ABH or GBH. You got to be squeaky clean. So this is why a lot of people in the UK are looking for alternative self-defense systems, although technically, legally, you can't use them. When the shit hits the fan, and it is going to hit the fan, all those go out the window. So for you guys living out in the wilds of America, out towards Texas and that, your ideal place, thousands of acres of land around you, find somewhere cheap, build yourself a bunker and a cache to put anything for SHTF. UK, we're not so lucky. We haven't got so much land as we used to have, especially the last 30-40 years. We've had something like 2.5 million illegals roll up on our shores in the last 10 years and breeding. And all our resources already stretched to a maximum in this country. NHS system is failing. Police are overrun. Proof of that was the looting in London. They couldn't do nothing about it. Energy stores are dwindling. Sounds bleak because it is bleak. So do yourselves a favour. Look at alternative power supply, solar panels, wind power, water power, even a backup emergency generator for when the taps are eventually switched off. If you can go electric with everything, that's the best way. I know they say use multiple fuel sources. Gas is going to dry up. You'll have like a few storage depots around locally, which will have Cala gas or camping gas in the big 25 and 50 kilogram bottles. They're not going to last long. The last 50 kilogram I bought was this week's it now was £48, around about $63 for a bottle of gas, and prices are only going to go up and up and up. So stay safe, get your stocks in order, and watch out for your loved ones. Ciao guys.